Hello everyone, and welcome to... Well, I'm sure it'll tell us once we get through the loading screens. Oh yeah, knock knock. It's an interesting thing. Anyway, what you see before you is not exactly what one would call a game. It's more like an interactive meditation, reenacted from scattered evidence that happened to fall into our hands. Spell according to instructions left by the original achieves anonymous donor. Many strange things are unclear moments you will encounter in this, whatever it is, but due to the requirements outlined in the archive. Maybe it's just a mysterious hoax, but probably wasn't. We suggest you just view it as another urban legend. We recommend you play this in a dark and quiet place alone. But yeah, welcome to Knock Knock. It's basically... how to describe it? Sort of a puzzle horror game. In the fact that, puzzles, yeah. Anyway, you'll see what it's like once we begin. I might need to alter the sound levels a bit. Maybe. Something woke me up. Did a window break somewhere? Or did the door open? It will be hard to find. This is a huge house with tens of rooms. I haven't looked in all of them for a long time. I've been feeling so exhausted lately. Oh, so very exhausted. What a migraine. As if someone's been pounding in... I've missed. I'm terribly tired. I've even started to sleepwalk. Last night, I woke up staying right here at the door. And I had been voted. Everyone ended up outside. At night, this door has to be locked securely. Oh, give me a second. Volume. Reduce it about there. And there's no in-game volume setting, though. So, yeah. I'm exhausted. I just can't fall asleep. And then in the dark, I keep seeing some strange things. By morning, the nightmare's always gone, though. How much longer until sunrise? So, basically, you go into a room and you hold space until the hourglass is full. And then the lights turn on. Wait a minute, what happened to time? It feels like time is standing still. Why doesn't this night ever end? Something is very wrong. So yeah, time isn't really moving at the moment. We could probably use that to make time speed up, though. This is how it's done. I can wind up the time too. If morning is not coming to me, I'll move myself and my home towards it. By the way, I really like this art style. It's sort of like a... How about no? The door just opened right in front of me. I really like this art style, but yeah. So the knocking came from here, but how did I manage to unbolt it and not lock it again? It's trying to go out at night, but I have to check to make sure. That's just the wind. So anyway, we're going outside into the forest in the middle of the night, 'cause we're smart. I mean, creepy trees. Creepy trees. Also, press up or down. Because, yeah, we go to the forest. But yeah, that was the house. We want to go back to the house. I don't think we want to go back to the house just yet. Because there's like, what is there? There's like 2 endings, or technically 3. Well, let's just go with the premise of 2. There's the good ending and the bad ending. I haven't actually really played this myself, but I made it back to the house. Maybe the game actually wants me to go back to the house. But anyway, to get the good ending, basically you have to wander out in the woods and find this little girl several times each night. How about no game? Now the thing is, since I haven't done this, I don't know if it's actually on. She'd actually be out here on night 1 or not. She probably wouldn't. And I'm probably just wandering aimlessly in the dark. But I do know it's imperative that you find her each time. And I'm probably just wasting time at the moment. Oh, no, wait, there she is. I did it! Yay! Okay then. So there's a floating tree with odd berry-like things and things on it, and a horn and another horn and clouds. I don't know what to make of that. Okay then. From time to time I see things that simply cannot be. Sometimes I even see new stars in the sky. But I don't record that in my archives and reports. Simply depression, or maybe it's something even worse. They say it's called somnolence, and it can even lead to somnambulism, and yeah. But the good thing is we found the girl on night 1. We're going to want to find the girl on all the nights, and then find our way back to the house. Because you see, there's quite a few levels. Going to want to find before we get to that creepy giant thing up there towards the end of the line. But anyway, there's 2 different versions of the house. There's the one that's the first one and the second one. But anyway, what's that noise? It's the clock ticking. I'm finally awake now. And as usual, in the early hours of the morning, it'll be sunrise soon. And for now, I'll just check if everything's alright. I dreamt that the front door was unlocked. Well, that's probably good. That's probably bad, I mean. Someone was knocking. I had to get up and look. Then I gained consciousness in the forest, and I could hardly find my way back. So anyway, welcome to the first night. Well, the second night, I should say. I don't even recognize my own home. Why is it so empty? It's probably just my eyes going bad. My eyesight's getting worse and worse after dark. Doesn't matter. I only have to wait a little bit longer. Soon it'll be daybreak. Charles, I said this is sort of a puzzle horror game, which means you have to basically survive until day. But anyway, just a minute. I'll wait for my eyes to adjust. So basically, you wait for his eyes to adjust. He's not adjusting his eyes. That's not good. Also, you're going to want to turn lights off when in rooms that you're not using. Also, you have to apparently lockpick your own door. Right. Anyway, the force is creeping inside, but my home is impenetrable. The lights are off, the windows closed, the doors are all locked and bolted. But yet there's this creepy box-headed thing. Right. Showing my lightning round is vital to turn the light on in each room for a little while. It's the only way to put everything back in order. Besides every proven fact, if the home was kept in order, then the nightmares would go away. So basically, as I said, it's a puzzle horror game. You have to try to keep things in order. Basically means turning on the light. And we don't know what's in here. He's not doing his eye close thing, which is disappointing. Now what that means is something has entered the house. Turned out to be nothing. Daybreak is very close now. It's not very close. It's not very close at all. No, I don't wanna. We have to wait. And thing to pill. Okay. Oh, crap. Just side. Is someone here? And then the problem here is when I turn this on. That's going to dispel, and I'm going to. There we go. I've got to finish checking the house and then get back to sleep. As I said.
Stay where you are.
Right. Wait. Turn that off. The good thing is it's gone. Bad thing is I'm always trapped myself in here and the door's locked. Crap.
Just when you thought about it, it came in.
Right. I have to hide. I don't know why, but I have to hide now. But there's nowhere to hide. Oh God!
And right then, it was inside.
I don't wanna. Yeah, go away. Creepy. Oh no, it's after me.
It came in.
Go away. Hide. So we're gonna hide, because there's this creepy thing in a straitjacket. So now... Oh crap. Wow, it found me. Now if there's a chance it can find you or can't find you. Usually they don't find you. But it found you. Which means we lost time. Which is blah. Because we want it to be daybreak. We don't want it to go back in time. That would be bad. Okay, we have to wait for our eyes to adjust. Great, now those leaves. Ciao. But yeah. So that's our... Well, it came in. And what's this? Is it a hole in the wall? Or am I just seeing things? Of course, I'm only dreaming again, and it's easy to prove once the light is on. This will all disappear. Right, so there's a giant eye. That's a breach. It's how the monsters get inside. We can fix that by turning the light on, which gets rid of it, which is a good thing. However, now we have more stuff. Oh, well. That is unfortunate. Wait, there's nothing in here. Oh, now there is. I know that when the light returns, this horror will simply disappear. Whoa, that was just a fog in the background. Okay. So like that, we got rid of it. And now that's a time clock. Time clocks are fun, as they speed up time. Which is good. Very good. However, now there's another one over there. All I need is to last until sunrise. Dawn will put everything into its place. There's no sprint mechanics or such. That's just basically trying to survive until death. That's not good. I'm probably... Oh god. Hopefully I'm not trapped in hell. Oh, I don't know, Bot's head. No, go away. That's the thing about Bot's heads. I should have turned to the light. Something was wrong now. Everything's wrong in this house. Once again, everything's different. What is real? That's the problem with those Bot's heads. You turn on the light while they're in the room. And bad things happen. Please imagine something. Or don't. I'm going to end up getting trapped if I'm not careful.
Hey!
Oh, hey. Imagine something, please. No. But who turned off my light? Was it me? Don't know. Oh, well, there's something I can hide behind anyway. Which is good. What's that with now? No, don't look. I'm not looking, no, I'm not even turning my head. There's anything, though. Damn you, Bot's head. It's almost day, though. Just gotta survive a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Bot's head's still there. Anyway, I see you over there, Mr. Creepy Walking Person. Anyway, hide and seek in the dark. This is a test of courage, so you shouldn't really hide when you play. Just try to play fair and wait for the game to end. If the seeker sees that someone is hiding, everything will start from the beginning again. The key is you have to guess how the seeker interprets the game. So if he says to someone, "You're hiding," but that person is standing in the open, it's not about being seen or not. Right. So we survived basically night 1. Now then, night 2. We wake up. And there's the clock. In general, it's best for the psyche to sleep soundly in the pre-dawn hours. But lately, I've been awake and restless. So I decided to spend these hours checking on my house. Let's see if all the rooms are still what they should be. Okay, so basically, during the first part of nights, you're mostly safe because nothing's in your house. It's not warped or anything, it's just has a lot of rooms and you have to go through all the places and such like that. However, the second part's where it gets warped and everything's creepy. Anyway, I don't want to think about the past. It's less thrilling to live in the dark. It's still creepy, of course, because people keep knocking the frickin' door. Anyway, I'm a worldologist. That is my profession. We, the worldologists, watch the world, study what it's made of. We write down these findings and analyze them. At some point, these notes could be used for scientific research. It's not a geographer. I can't think. Light brings capillarity, separates the imaginary from the real. Confidence arrives with light, which is why I anxiously await the break of day. But yeah. My father worked here before I did. Before him, my grandfather, and so on. Each of my predecessors added something to this house. The past is not a very valuable legacy, which is why many rooms are locked. I never look in them. And then the door's still knocking. Of course it is. But yeah, there's not very much in here, besides you know. Not yet, anyway. As you could see, there's just a few rooms. I'm sorry, what? That's just a bit unnerving. There's a giant bat head on the wall. Creepy. But yeah. Yeah. Thank goodness the morning is getting nearer. So you speed up time and then the door opens. And then we go back into the forest. I didn't open this door. No one is alive out there. You couldn't have snuck in. No one is alive out there. And no one whose mind could have called me outside. The only path here is the one that goes around my house right now. I could go out there and check that there aren't any new ones. Right, sure, why not? Well, let's go out into the dark. Oh god. Remember, we have to find the little girl. We have to find the little girl. As far as I know, there shouldn't be anything out here in the woods besides creepy sounds. And there's the house again. Well, I didn't mean to go that far. Man, it's basically one of the words. Find the little girl. Birds. Grr. Under the creepy words, find the little girl. Go back to the house, which I keep finding the house. Maybe if I go this way. Oh. But I found the little girl. Don't lie to me, game. I found the little girl. But I sure triggered the thing. Why didn't trigger a thing? Right. Not sure. So we're gonna wander the words some more. Oh god. Creepy, isn't it? Could've sworn I found her. I mean, we did find her, but didn't really trigger anything. Maybe I should just find my way back to the house. And that seems like a good idea. Anyway, I see you. There we go. Okay, then. I don't know what to make of that. But we did find the little girl. Okay. Oh, good news. Why can't I go up? No, I guess I was stuck on a tree. Makes sense. The problem though is we don't know what the house is. Which is of course problematic. Because you see we need to get back to the house. Frickin' birds. That's why I wander aimlessly for the rest of the video, just looking for the bloody house. Seriously. And look, the house. Joy. I think I'm gonna try to get through the second part of night 2, then end the video. Let's see how well this goes. I'm sleeping at this point. Who the hell knows what's going on? Everything's fallen into disrepair. Many rooms have been neglected. This house should be impenetrable. Even a little crack is cause for a serious concern. Which is why I have to find and patch up every single gap. Once they're closed, everything will go back to the way it was. Basically, we have to make sure there's no holes in the walls with those giant eyes. That's right, imagine time. Time's good. Time to speed things up. Oh god, is it? Why is everything so neat in here? Because someone cleaned it up. Who cleaned it up? I did. Who else could have? So we were almost attacked by a throwing bush, apparently. Also, that's our telescope, which we can hide behind. Which technically reverses time while hiding. Finally, everything's in place. I can see it clearly. Something is wrong with my head. I'm still half asleep. Oh, those two rooms cleared. Open the... No. What? Something clicked our screen, apparently. Creepy. Well, that's not good. Something's in the room that you're just in. I'm sorry, what? How about no? How about you go away?
Don't do this.
What? But I was turning light. What? But I... Someone just walked over my grave. Well, apparently we sort of died. I'm not entirely sure how we did. Just that was a bit of a dick move game. Oh, I saw things out here. Now let's get going. Otherwise, it's best to turn the lights off when I leave. Otherwise, I'll worry. And the windows are brightly lit. I can feel someone's penetrating eyes watching me from the outside. Also, it's probably a good idea to turn off lights because you can't really see invisible things while the lights are on. Which is bad. Don't imagine things. Oh, time. He's also imagining something else. But what is it? No, the telescope. No, don't hide behind that. Speed up time. But yeah, if I could close the gap there, but it's like somehow it didn't close, and I got killed. I don't know how. Oh, maybe I ran. Maybe I did run into part of it. I'm not sure. Maybe the game spawned the enemy on top of me. That could have been why. Imagine. Oh, well, there's a sofa. Can I hide behind the sofa? No, I can't. Well, that's not upstairs anyway. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Game. Hold. Pause game. What the hell, Fraps? Jesus. So good news. Fraps just decided to bunker down to 0 frames per second. I'm not sure how to respond to that. Because you see, I still have quite a bit of space. Oh, my internet. Right. You know, we're just going to end the video here because I have to deal with the stupid Yahoo and everything else. So anyway,